In this video, I'll break down the 3 types of dryers you'll see in stores: vented, condenser, and heat pump. I'll show you what each actually costs to run based on current utility rates, how often they break down using real data from our 33,000 service calls, our service team logged just last year, and which brands are actually worth your money. Spoiler, one of these dryers is basically obsolete, yet people still talk about it. So I'll cover it briefly so you don't end up with the wrong dryer. Let's start with the numbers that matter the most: energy use, yearly cost, and reliability. Massachusetts electricity averages around 30 cents per kilowatt hour as of late 2025. A typical vented dryer uses 3.4 to 5 kilowatt hours per load, according to Whirlpool, which works out to about $1 to $1.50 every time you dry. A heat pump dryer uses 30 to 60% less energy. If you do a load a day, that's 125 to 175 in savings per year. Now let's talk about reliability. Based on over 33,000 service calls, our team logged last year, dryers are actually some of the most reliable products you can buy. Vented dryers need about 4.4 service in the first year. Compact heat pumps, about 5.5, with Miele is just 3.9%. Full-size heat pump dryers, LG was only 3.2% fixed in the first year. Combo washer dryers, LG was 4.1%, G is 5.2%. Still better than average, but maintenance matters on combos especially. Average appliance service is closer to 9.5%, so they're about 50% more reliable than the average appliance. Let's start with condenser dryers because they still come up in searches, but honestly, you shouldn't buy one. They heat, recirculate air through your clothes, then pull the moisture out and drain it away without venting outside. That's why they were so popular in Boston condos in the late 1990s and early 2000s, because builders didn't have to plan for a vent. But today, they use just as much electricity as vented dryers, throw heat back into your room, and there are only a few models left, like the compact Bosch 300 series. Unless you're dealing with a very specific install scenario I can't think of on the top of my head, and no other option will fit, skip the condenser dryer. You'll pay more for it, have fewer options, and heat pumps are better anyway, as you'll see. Next, let's look at the vented dryers, the kind you probably already have. They work by pulling air in the room, heating it, running it through your clothes, and venting it outside. You have the most options from almost every brand for vented dryers, and they tend to be the least expensive to buy. However, vented dryers use the most electricity. 30 cents a kilowatt hour, you're looking at $1 to $1.50 per load. And since they constantly pull air and heat new air, all that energy is not reused and basically ejected out of your house. Still, if you want something fast, familiar, and inexpensive, and you got a good vent, a vented dryer can still make sense. Now let's talk about heat pump dryers, the most energy efficient option you could buy. Heat pumps use a closed-loop system using a compressor, heat exchanger, and evaporator that recirculates warm air instead of venting it out. These dryers use 36% less energy. That means a lot of savings, especially if you're in Massachusetts. They also dry at lower temperatures, which helps your clothes last longer. Most heat pump dryers are also ventless and run on 120 volts, including all Miele units and the combo all-in-ones from GE and LG. There are a few trade-offs. It costs more upfront, more complex mechanically, and not every brand makes one. Drying times have improved. They're now maybe 5 to 10 minutes longer per load than a vented model. The big appeal is you don't have to transfer clothes between machines. Just keep in mind, you have to clean the lint filter consistently. If it clogs the heat pump, it's a very expensive fix. Top brands to consider are Miele for compact, LG for full size, and the wash tower and combo units. The G combo is also worth considering as well. We have all of these on display in our showrooms. We install and service everything we sell. And yes, we can deliver any type of dryer within 48 hours in the greater Boston area. If this video helped, hit subscribe. It tells us to keep making honest, useful content, help you make smarter appliance decisions. Click this video if you want to see the best combo washers and dryers. And thanks for watching.